Alright everybody, I got, well, first of all, this is a new cast here. The name of it is Back from Lunch, and I have my first guest, beautiful conscious sister, Deanna. But once she introduces herself, she will give you all the ins and outs about her name if she chooses to on this segment, but for surely that she will be back in the future. And what we're doing is, I'm just communicating, calling up, the everyday person on particular levels of society. My main page is Message from the Streets. This is a spinoff, again, Back from Lunch, News Station X the unknown. That's the mathematical symbol for the unknown X. Unknown, like our true last names here in the wilderness of North America. Hey, so what's going on, D? You can introduce yourself. This is our first segment. First episode. We just on the freestyle.
What up? Power to the people. Hey, how you doing? I'm Deanna Ball. And it's my cousin. We both conscious. We both have studied in the past, stayed up late nights talking about every Jeopardy category. So I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So, cousin, what's been the pros and cons of the shutdown of the city, and the institutions, people not working, people not going to school. What's your point of view on that?
Well, the cons, starting with the cons, you just take for granted how some cities are based on entertainment. Say, for instance, Nevada. So if there's no tourism, if there's no traffic, the bartenders don't work, all of this stuff is trickled inside the household, because if the mom and dad happen to work for the casino to put food on the table for the children, that is not going to be up and running for a while. Because you have to get a certain amount of people to come even to get the entertainment. So again, we're talking ticket sales, and so some cities again have been based on people. As far as DC goes, from what I can see visually here in DC, the nation's capital, where I was born and raised, it just looks peaceful. It's not a bunch of people out for no reason. If people are out, they're protected. Some people want you to wear a mask when you walk in stores, which is correct. These people got to make food for 8 hours and then go home to their families. So I think the respect will be, if they want you to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Yes.
Now that's the con and the pro. It's all heads and tails.
Right.
Karma is everything, and North America is going through its own karma too.
Yes. Oh, yes. One of the pros that I have experienced personally, within the first week of not having to, go to the slave, to the job. One Monday came on a pass, and in that time period in the morning time, I actually prayed, meditated, did some exercise, read a book, and I haven't done all of those things in a compact time period in a long time. And some of those things that I haven't done regularly in debt because of the consistent, the drive of the job. By the time I get home, I be worn out, and the next thing I know, I'm what they call it, Groundhog Day. And it's going on again, and so it's been, I have gotten a break. My mind is settled. I made an adjustment in, my dietary choices. So in one aspect, the pros for me is that, I got to experience that, those type of things. And plus I would go and see my different family members, cause I work from most of the time from 11 to 11 at night. So, I don't get to see people, and I work 6 to 7 days a week in the summertime. So I don't go to picnics. I don't do the family gathering thing. So I see that this was a excellent opportunities for families to get a little bit closer. If the mother and the
Right.
father got to be home, the children, or at least the children can have one of the parents at home. Homeschooling them. So it's just most definitely some positive things coming out of this experience, and a paradigm shift of the way things gonna be operating in the future.
And correct. And parents are also acknowledging how literate or illiterate their children are. Because what ends up happening is the teacher gets blamed for most of grade school in different years based on, oh yeah, that teacher, when you're saying certain things about your own child that you didn't know. So parents are waking up to their own children every day. There's no help. What do you mean I need help? It's like, well, no teachers, no babysitters, just you. So the parents got to remember that they're the first teachers, and this moment is right on time.
I think that's an excellent point. This thing is happening right on time. Some people look at it as a negative or a positive, but it's really, if you can wrap your mind around it, it just is. And what we do with it, that's going to bring about mathematical equation of the experience we're going to experience in the upcoming days, months, years, so forth and so on. So, people. One thing that I think that's going to happen, that I think that is not going to be a very good situation. Say like some people going to get this stimulus check, and they're going to go and do what they want to do with it instead of doing what they supposed to do with it. And in that case, they're gonna come back and be like, well, that wasn't enough. This and this and this and this and this and this and that. When you do what you're supposed to do with those proceeds, or that advancement on your income tax refund,
I feel like that's all bill pay. I mean, if the stimulus check don't equate a balanced equation of bill pay, then people are missing the point. Because
right,
this time is the time of reflection. And
right,
so, because if you got a stimulus, grandma live with you, and mom, then y'all, figure out what major credit cards you could pay off, so you can now start to charge stuff again. So I would with the stimulus pay off the credit card, so you can start to charge stuff. You don't have to be, nickel and dime, and I don't have it when you pay the credit card off, at least one. Now you have a little bit of leeway.
Cause you know what? I just love me some you, because this is one. I'm gonna drift off the initial subject of what's going on, but you just now spoke about the credit card. Now, what I have learned is that a lot of people say, man, don't get no credit cards, this and this and this and that. They ripping you off, this and this and this and this. But I tell my mans in them that the credit card is just like getting a package on the streets. If somebody give you some, say whatever, when you pay them their money back, they give you some more, whatever. And that's how the credit card people is. And some people, what I have learned is that they want to spend those people money and don't want to pay it back and say how bad the people was. No, you did something that was irresponsible by not paying them people money back. So one of the things that I have learned about a credit card, say if I got a balance of $100, I'm gonna use that as an example, and I need that $100, or I need some of that $100. What I learned, pay the credit card off and get them to go spend the money back on the credit card. Then you got 30 more days before the next bill is due.
There you go.
Don't, when you it's just bad on you. Them people, you need good credit to get into a decent apartment or a house or get a
It's
car. All
called
these
being
things.
delinquent. Delinquent.